What up, though? Welcome to Energy. Welcome to Energy. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Let's tap in, y'all. Oh, shit. Alright. I think I'll look at the chat today. Watch nobody says anything when I'm actually looking at the chat. I feel like it's always like that. The days I don't want the chat, it'd be like 1,000. No, not 1,000. But it'd be like a bunch of bots that come in first. Alright, y'all. Boy, them illusions, they be trying, don't they? Okay, we have rapid change, gaining momentum. It's the 8 of Wands. Something's moving faster. Something's moving faster. Something is stronger. The connection is stronger. The bond is stronger. Something is better than ever. It's a lot being communicated through energy only. I'm not personally in my life, this is why you're going to hear like a judgmental tinge. I'm not really for currently, because I want more communication from certain individuals, that I have to say what is understood does not need to be said. That is not really like my frame of mind, because I'm teaching my son to use his words more. So my mind is, geared toward that. All of the ways in which I can show him how communicating and using his words saves time, makes things easier, makes him happier, which makes mommy happier. It makes mommy happier, which makes him happier, and it works everywhere. Like, not just in this house, but it'll work everywhere. It's just, I have to like completely get my mind out of, because there's also a side of me that resonates and understands, which is probably why I got this part of the reading, this energy, is that I also understand that too many words, too much talking can also be detrimental, and you can actually get a whole lot more done through your silence. Like, your power is more sustainable and more reliable, and more impenetrable when you are silent. But that doesn't mean, everything has its place and time. And so but this is the energy that I'm getting, is this may be a connection where truly what is known doesn't need to be explained, or it doesn't need to be said. Okay, so I can't say that I'm fully on board yet with whatever this is. But yeah, there are certain situations where holding your tongue, not saying anything, can say a whole lot more. And it feels like it's making some kind of connection or bond between the two of you very strong. Like me and my son, our bond is very strong. And usually I know exactly what he wants. I know exactly what he's thinking. I get it right most of the time when I'm reading his mind. Typically, that's how I've always been in relationships. Yeah, even friends, like my friends would tell me that was like a superpower of mine. You kind of almost don't need to say anything. I would just kind of know, because I was used to picking up on those cues from like, I guess the way I was raised, or my religion conditioned me that way. Very empathetic, like, all the time. So with my son, I had to like withdraw a little bit of that, because he got so comfortable with that he kind of felt like that's the way that it should be. He almost like opted for that way. Why should I say that when you already know what I want? Yeah. I had a little bit of that as a child too. My stepmother, she really could not stand it. So that's when I changed over. And so I give him a little bit of the stepmother experience to kind of push him. But at the same time, I do understand his frame of mind. And actually, he is like an evolved version of me, because that's where I've come to after all of this lifetime of talking people's heads off. This is the most that I talk outside of trying to like engage my son in conversation. But outside of that, this is where I talk. When I'm chilling or having a good time or out with people, I usually let them talk the most. I'm interested actually in what they have to say. So we have the Page of Pentacles here, and I feel like this is a friendship, or at least you have created a friendship. And I do feel like both of you are very interested, or this person is very interested in what it is that you have to say. Like they really do want to talk to you. We have Sagittarius and Taurus. So this is someone who wants, more communication with you. Could also be a Virgo or a Capricorn. But this person wants more communication with you. They want to have more conversations with you. They feel like their conversations with you are beneficial. They may even see you as some kind of like financial opportunity, or they feel as if their communication with you could build into some kind of financial opportunity or manifestation. Like you guys could create something together. Like they feel like you guys could have a really strong foundation and you could create something. Now maybe this is something that they have not said to you, but this is definitely what they feel like you already know. Like whoever this person is, they feel like the both of you would say yes to whatever this opportunity may be. The opportunity could be small, or it's just starting off, or it's just like at the peak of something. But I feel like this is a friendship here that someone feels like it's very solid, it's solid, it's secure, and they feel like you're part of their growth process. They feel like you are helping them to ascend. You're helping them to grow. This the solar plexus is activated. You may help this person to trust their gut more. This could be someone who wants to be more cooperative with you. They may see the value in cooperating with you. And I also feel like whatever has developed between you, the trust that you have could be through no communication. That part is really like, so somebody feels like they don't even know you at all, but y'all work together. Someone feels like they don't even tell you or talk to you or communicate what they're going through or what they need from you, and yet you always seem to read their mind. Like someone kind of feels like you mama, you dada, like I need all my babies. Somebody feels like they're your baby. Like, I don't know, the way you take care of them, the way you care for them, the way you you just kind of, you think the best of them, you see the best in them, you speak life into them, you pretty much like things that are in their mind, on their heart, in their spirit, things that their gut, things that are coming up in their gut, like they just kind of feel this. It's like you make it solid and you recognize like what it is that they're trying to say or what it is that they're going through. Like it's almost like you're reading this person's mind, but it's more than their mind because it's their heart too. There are things that they have not yet put into words, not even like silently. They have not even figured out how to truly understand and express, someone has like a restless energy, and it's like all of this built up emotion or like their gut. Maybe somebody has not been in their heart space. They haven't even been like, your gut is your intuition. So somebody is not really used to maybe trusting their gut or just going off of their intuition, or they don't even know what intuition is. But it feels like someone who typically looks for tried and true methods, not just going off of a whim or a feeling. And so I feel like something is not fully understood by this person, but you may be able to explain what hasn't even been fully understood by this person. And once you explain it, it's like, how did you do that? Because they feel as if this is what has been in their spirit, on their heart. Okay, and yeah, I don't know. Somebody feels like they have not even had time, and yeah, you're working with them. Maybe had time for you or had time to communicate with you, but they just feel so connected. It's the Two of Cups. Somebody loves the connection that you share. It's a heartfelt connection. You guys are connected emotionally, and like it is like a mother's intuition. But fathers can be extremely intuitive too. It's just the emotional core, the connection that you have. And if you are somebody who really is comfortable being in your feelings, like you have a very mature feminine energy, whether you're a male or a female, then it means that not only are you able to understand your emotions well, but you're able to help others process theirs and work through theirs. And so I feel like this is someone who feels this way with you. And my readings aren't for children. I don't read for children. So you're an adult, or this person is an adult, but they feel like your baby. You feel like their baby. It could be mutual too with the Two of Cups. Teamwork, collaboration, working together, judgment. You help this person make balanced judgment calls, balanced decisions. They feel like you keep them aware. You help them to see things. You awaken them to things that sometimes they don't always want to see. And a lot of times it ends up with you being under fire. Like they be pissed off at you or mad at you. But you just keep moving. Like you keep moving in your truth. Look, the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. They feel like it doesn't matter. Like you just keep you keep being who you are. Even if this person fails to, I guess, confirm things for you. And somehow you're able to make sound decisions with the Judgment. You're able to make sound decisions. Even being, this is someone that you actually are emotionally available to. And they don't even know how you're able to do that, because this is someone, like, you're cooperative. They feel like the cooperation is coming from like a mutual understanding. Like you see this person, you understand this person, you know where they're at. You guys are eye to eye on certain subjects. And so you're able to make sound judgment calls, and then you're able to like walk in it and move in it. And somebody is dumbfounded by how the fuck you're able to do this when there is like this, there is not even communication happening between the two of you. In fact, this collaboration, you're like collaborating through third eye energy only. And then they feel like you get confirmation of what your intuition, and this person is already seeing you as someone who is mature and experienced. Like, you know pretty much maybe what it means when someone withholds communication from you. You know maybe the manipulative, like it has a tendency to manipulate, or there's room for manipulation, there's room for manipulation, there's room for confusion, there's all kind of loopholes that can happen in between miscommunication. When someone is not speaking up and saying something, it's almost like you can't stand on anything. But with you, you are super solid on your truths. You're super solid, and you don't miss too. With this Page of Pentacles, this is like my basketball player. You don't miss. It's like you be on target. You be right on point. And so that's why you're able to be of value. So it's like coming from a stable person. That's how they see you. They see you as someone who is stable. They see you as someone who is experienced, wisdom, wise. They also, with the Page of Pentacles, like you are down to earth. They feel like you know people well, like you understand people well. So when you take action and you end up working with them, or they feel understood by you, recognized by you, seen by you, for them, that is like a real honor. And I feel like this person throws that kind of honor and recognition back at you, okay? But they feel like you do this through intuition alone, and then something happens or something changes emotionally where you're able, it's almost like this person don't have clothes on anymore, and you're able to see everything that they were hiding. Like what they were hiding from you is exposed. It's almost like them deciding to trust you and to work with you and to let you in automatically means that what it is that they don't say is kind of like they know that's the price they have to pay, is that their truth will be revealed to you. You will see their truth. And then this person feels like you make really sound decisions on what it is that you receive. The crown chakra, like your crown chakra is activated once they say yes to the connection. Once they decide that they want to be open to you and they want to connect with you, you receive this clarity, you receive these downloads. It's like this person has pretty much created a contract, like, with you. It's a binding contract too, because they could renege and decide, well, I want to hide, I don't want to share this. But if they've already done it, you're getting it. And so this person just loves how you move, like, with it. You know what I'm saying? Something about that, or something about where you're able to see and how you move, like, it's making, I feel like it's not just you that becomes aware, but other people become aware of certain things too. And there's this awakening that happens, and likely whoever this is making these decisions or making this judgment call, you end up being under fire. Like, people are mad or angry at you, but you just keep it smooth, you keep it cool, you just keep it right on moving, right on going. It's definite Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo vibes. The Chariot in reverse. Someone ain't doing what they need to do, what they supposed to do, and they know that they're supposed to do it, and they know that they need to do it. The Chariot in reverse and the Ace of Swords. Someone knows exactly how to move forward, but they're not listening. It's almost like they're abandoning. But this could also be direction that came from an outside source. Look, y'all, as soon as I grabbed the book, I opened it up and it landed right on the Chariot. Isn't that cool? Okay, the Chariot in reverse. Loss of control, unresolved difficulties, points to a period of effort, of challenge, but with a less assured outcome. The character traits signified by the upright card may be lacking and indicates the Aquarian's loss of control over the events in their life. As a result, this can lead to feelings of frustration, anger, and powerlessness. So this is what I was communicating with my son. I was communicating with him that using his words eliminates having to get so angry and frustrated, because what he can feel, or his fear, is that I'm going to be frustrated or angry if I don't get it. And so I tried to explain to him how, maybe you don't want to brush your teeth, and that's going to be the truth whether or not you say anything. But when he tells me not yet, that gives me the opportunity to let him know where I am. And it also communicates to me that he's not like against it. He doesn't want to completely rebel. It's just not now. It's a timing thing. So I can be patient and I can be lenient with him, and it's not a big deal. Sometimes when it gets down to the last minute and he really is more in a resistant, or just not wanting to do certain things that I know are of value to him, that I know I have to push him on, like brushing his teeth, okay, the basics. So I'm trying to explain this energy, but I talked about this in another video. I learned so much from my son. But so he'll be upset that he has to do it, but he's going to do it. I'll tell him, no, this is it. This is the end of the road. I can't wait any longer. I've been very patient. And he don't want to hear it. He just okay, whatever. Because you basically get the final say anyway. So he's pretty much done at that point. He's going to go. He's going to, brush his teeth. Now, if I was to ask him, did you really brush your teeth, or did you wash all that toothpaste off first? He will get angry, and I would try to tell him, all you have to do, you're gonna have to brush your teeth anyway, but if you don't want me to get in the way, or you don't want to have to worry about how I'm feeling or what I'm gonna say, then you can just answer the question. I did already. You could let me. I did. You could show me. But if you react too quickly and abruptly emotionally, then it causes a tension between us that doesn't have to be there. So I feel like there's a situation here, and I feel like it's like the other side of the coin, where, and that was every time I'm doing something, I feel like it's a teaching moment, because our my teaching alarm goes off. Okay. It's so funny, like school's out. So I feel like there is somebody here where it works differently. When the time periods or the subjects that they're choosing not to communicate on is actually causing more issues and more problems than if they were to communicate. So there you have maybe multiple connections in your life. You may have a connection where honestly you don't really need to say much. It's not a problem. It doesn't cause an issue for you. In fact, your bond is even stronger, because it's not just about what someone is saying, because people can say anything. It's not even just about how you're moving or acting, okay, because that's momentary, that can change. But you guys have an understanding, like energetically, you can read each other's waves, and you kind of just know when it's safe to ride their wave, when it's safe to be where they're at. Like, it's someone that you trust, and it's a soulful emotional bond. It can't be touched by the outside world, and there is no boundary to it. So that person could be in a whole nother country, and you would feel them. You would be able to sense, that they need me, that they're going through something changed. I'm telling you, your connection is much like a mother or a father to their child. And so there's somebody else that I feel wants that connection with you, but it don't work the same. And so they're making something more difficult. So they're trying to go by the same rules as you, which, what's known doesn't need to be explained, but they're actually making a difficult role even more difficult with the Chariot in reverse. It doesn't have to be this hard. It doesn't have to be this difficult. Somebody could literally, like, I don't know, just eliminate a lot of confusion. They could end a conflict, maybe for multiple people. They could put an end to something. They could clear the air. There could be a situation that is so confusing and tumultuous, really, that it could be like weighing down heavily on people. Like, people are suffering. And maybe, the extent of the suffering is different, but I feel like this person knows how they can make something simpler or easier, and they're just choosing not to. And this person may want the very same recognition that somebody else gets from you. Why would they get that recognition when it's not helpful? What they're doing is not helpful. I feel like it's somebody who knows that you could just read their mind, and they just want to count on that. I think it's because they see that you have another situation or connection that you operate like that with, and they don't understand why they can't get the same experience. Nine of Cups in reverse, because it doesn't work well for you. And also, this person, obviously, they don't really move according to whatever it is that you end up, like, believing in them. Whatever they say, whatever is recognized here. See, somebody's energy is naturally deceptive. So what you read on this person is kind of like a reflection of you, but this person hasn't experienced what you've experienced. So what they're reflecting to you is really just like who you're being, where you're at. They don't have the experience. They don't have the experience. So you believe and you recognize and you give them credit for something that they really are not able to do, or that they're really not prepared to do, or that they really don't intend to do. Like, they aren't truly what you think they are. Someone is like literally, that's what's happening physically, is they're not living up to the potential. They're not living up to what you see or what you're feeling. Your clarity is different than what you believe about this person. What you believe about them, and then the clarity and what you see, those two things, they don't line up enough for you. because it says that typically you feel like you're in sorrow, you feel stressed, you feel as if maybe you're not receiving what it is that you deserve, or that someone is not working with you. You're dissatisfied. You feel like you're giving more to the situation than someone is giving back to you. You feel as if this situation, like this person failed you pretty much. You feel like they have failed you. What you expected from them is not what you're getting from them. The truth is that they're not really meeting you where you are. This person is almost like mimicking the reflection you want to see, but they're not embodying it. And you're starting to see through it or something. Like, even with somebody, maybe they do talk about it, but maybe this could be someone that does talk about it, but it's the same thing. It's like, you rather they not even say anything. It would be better if they didn't say anything. This person doesn't say anything, but their actions speak louder. Your interactions with them speak louder. It actually speaks louder, and it gives more clarity than any of those words, that meaningless words, could do. You know, maybe like what they intend to do, what they plan to do. That don't mean shit to you. The way this person moves, that's everything. So this may be somebody who does offer a lot of conversation, or they offer a lot of, vocal recognition. They say a lot. However, what they do, still dissatisfying, unfulfilling, a disappointment, really. You're expecting better from them, actually. You may be expecting better from them, because this is someone who actually speaks up. So you could be expecting to see more. And it's like you're actually getting less. The person who's talking more, you're getting less. The person who's talking less, you gain more. Well, I hear what you talking about. You ain't talking about nothing. What you talking about? You ain't talking about nothing. Yeah, it's somebody that keeps talking, but they're not talking about nothing. Their words aren't meaning much. And then there could be someone who's saying just a little bit, or not saying a whole lot, but the way they move, who they are, who they be in reality, that's like, it's deafening. You can't ignore that. You can't ignore action. You can't ignore someone in action. It's that energy. Somebody really does carry that powerful invincibility. Like, in their silence, there's a lot of understanding, clarity. There's like no room for misunderstanding when this person gets quiet. All right, the Three of Cups. The Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this person, they could feel like they're being rejected by you. They could feel like they've already tried to pour into you. They were trying to do something similar to what I was saying with this individual, where they kind of feel like accepting you, accepting a connection with you, seeing you in a highlight, being loyal to you, having a friendship with you, working together, or just kind of doing what they can feel. So this may be someone who senses you out too. They kind of do what they feel like you would, what you would want them to do. And it just kind of works, and you kind of do what you think they would want you to do, and it just works. Someone wants to do that too. So what I was saying is, with this person, they feel like it's like an unspoken contract. They always know that it's going to give you more clarity about them than they really want to offer. Otherwise, they will probably be talking to you or talking up about things. But they're drawn to work with you. That's just their truth. They just feel like you're you're not somebody that they're like pursuing or going after, but you're somebody, I don't know, like you part of their tribe. I don't know what this is, but whatever, it works for their life. It works for their life. So they work with you. They give you the benefit of the doubt. They trust you. They feel like, your actions are pure or whatever. And they even trust you with allowing you in to their emotional space, even though knowing that that's going to put them more in a vulnerable state. You'll be able to see more, but they also trust your judgment of how you will move forward with that kind of information. What is that? Leverage. That gives you leverage with the person. So somebody just likes the way you move with that. They trust you. So somebody else wants that, and they're like dumping their emotions in, but they are not even in the right place. So somebody wants you to see them. Somebody wants the same kind of like treatment, or they want to be seen by you, but I don't feel like you don't want to. Let me look at that Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups in the upright is a rejection card. Oh, yes. See, the Four of Cups in reverse is the same thing. It's just that when it's in the upright, it just kind of means like you're being offered something, but it's not enough to bring you positive feelings. You could already be bored and discontent, and what you're being offered is just as boring, or it has just as many negatives as it does positive. You're not excited about it. It's not moving you. You don't feel motivated. With it in reverse, though, this is you rejecting something because it's just outright pitiful. It's pitiful. It's sad. It could be depressive or depressing. So someone's trying to pour into your cup or pour this energy, but their energy is depressing. It's full of self-pity and victimization. So they could even be like judging you and having all these feelings, towards you that they're trying to pour out. And it's just like, please, it could even be pity, like they feel ashamed, or they're in regret, or they wish they were different or whatever. And that's understandable, but to you, it's just not a vibrational match. So you are like repelling. I don't think you're repelling them. They're actually repelling you. What they're trying to offer you, you're not interested. Look, and I got this drink in my cup. See, like I said, you do have connections that move and operate that way, but it's mutual. It's mutual. Even with my son, sometimes I let him get away with just handing me his candy, knowing damn well that he want me to open it, and instead of making him use his words to ask, may I open this please, or can you help me please, whatever, instead of doing that, I will just open it. But a lot of times he kind of reads my mind. We getting ready to get out the car, he'll come open my door, lock it for me, and then close it behind me. I have a niece that moves like that too. It's like with kids like that, you kind of understand, especially if they will use their words when they're pushed to. But outside of that, you could call it demanding, but it's reciprocal when they do it for you as well. Like his cousin, literally, he was a baby, and she popped up early in the morning just like me, and she just knew my routine with him, so she just started helping. She would wake up, come out of the room, grab his little chair, his bouncy chair. So when I came out of the shower with him, his bouncy chair was already in front of the TV. She would turn on his favorite show, Puppy and Puppy and Sis. Yeah, like she just knew. She knew his routine, and she would just be helpful. She would just do it. And that's when she was like 2 or 3. And this little girl still to this day, she does the same thing. So yeah, she moves and operates the exact same way. Like, she's just very intuitive, very empathetic, and just chooses to move on what they already know. Like, it's just somebody that doesn't wait till someone identifies that they're not helping or that they're not assisting, and then they're pushed to have to ask for this assistance or ask for something. This is someone who is just selfless and chooses to move and operate in your benefit because it's genuine. It comes from their heart. They're motivated by their love for you or their connections to you. They're trusting you, their loyalty to you, their recognition of you. It's like they see you. They hear you. They feel you. Even if you never said a word. Even if you were deaf, dumb, and blind. This person would be able to be of value and benefit to you. So Somebody wants that privilege. That's really a privilege that this person, whatever you guys got going on, it's a privilege. If both of these situations are happening, because it does feel like there's this comparison, there's a light on here, and someone's comparing why this works for them but not for you. Maybe this is a whole nother situation. So you could be comparing your connection with your partner, your friend, your family member, whatever, to somebody else's connection and how that benefits them, but it doesn't work for you. But I don't know. But whatever the case is, these just aren't the same. It's because something is mutual and both parties are investing in the same way. Whereas here, it just feels like what you're offering is a cup that's full. And this person you're offering a cup full of love. It's the Two of Cups. This person is offering a cup that is pretty much, it's like a bottomless pit. So you think that you're about to get something from it, but it's really going to drain you because the cup is full of self-pity, depression. It's like depleting your cup. So you guys aren't pouring into each other. It's just like one person depleting the other. So this becomes transactional, really, where it's like this person's going to have to do something or they're going to have to say something, but it's not just going to operate and happen the way it mutually happens between two people who are both satisfied with where they are and how things are moving and operating between them. Somebody's connection is different. All right, what's Judgment? See, I can read your mind, babe. I know what you're thinking. And that's a beautiful thing when somebody can. But I do feel like, and my experience is, you only find satisfaction in that when it goes both ways. Once you get to that point in life where you fucking fall on your ass or you fall on hard times and you realize that the way in which you were reading people's minds and extending yourself is something that they will never do. Like, you have to always humble yourself and ask. You have to always beg or chase or whatever. It's like nobody just extends that kindness to you. You will learn to stop doing that. When you get to that point in life where you realize that truly, and this could be people that you expect it from. It could be your husband, your wife, your mother, your father, your grandmother, sister, brother, whatever. It's like they could see that you are suffering or that you are going through something. And you would expect, and I'm going to say that a lot of times what really wakes you up is when a total stranger does it for you. But this person that you're supposed to get loyalty from, this person who claims, they use their mouth to say how they feel about you and that they recognize you and that they see you and that they appreciate you and all these things that they say. That person can literally sit there while you are dying inside and never say a thing. Whoever this person is, they're actually holding back clarity that probably could release someone from whatever it is that they're going through emotionally. But they won't do it. So no, they don't get the same reaction. Likely because you learn that if it's not mutual, it's not going to be beneficial. If it's one-sided, it's not beneficial. All right, what's Judgment? Page of Cups in reverse. Yep, and somebody's already been revealed. Somebody's already been revealed. Why is everything negative with whoever this is? This second individual that wants this from you, they want this like silent mutual understanding, and they just kind of want you to operate and move off of what you believe to be true. But you could be somebody that sees the best in everybody. You see it before it even happens, and this person always fails you. So you're not giving this person the benefit of the doubt. They don't get the benefit of the doubt. You either are or you aren't, and I can see it, I can hear it by what you say and what you do. That's point blank, period. So somebody you had to get really professional or business-like with, whereas somebody still has the benefit of getting your doubt. like the benefit of the doubt. You're extending that to someone that you trust. So there is a lack of communication here, which has created a lot of room for distrust. And this is someone you're not offering that benefit of the doubt to. They have to show you. Yeah. So, yeah. This person is going through some kind of emotional upheaval because of that. They're mad because they have to use their words. They're mad because they have to actually ask for what they want. They're upset because they have to communicate. And they have to actually show up. They have to be whoever it is that they want you to buy. Like who they want you to see, they have to be it. Yeah, this is a new beginning here. With the Ace of Wands, I feel like it's a very good and fruitful beginning. I feel like you're being very balanced and patient with this person. You are like dealing with them in a very calm and controlled way. You could be cooperating with them and finding solutions, even though this is someone that the energy just doesn't feel good to you. The situation doesn't feel good to you. All right, let's see. Last cards, let's end it with Oracle. Let's end it with Oracle. Swept up, head over heels, falling in love and intense emotions. For some of you, that could be what it is that you tend to not speak when you're swept up in your feelings. Good or bad. Good or bad. Sometimes the feelings are so good to you that, like I said, I'd rather enjoy it than to mess it up with words. And then there are other times where you could really need your emotions to temper down or settle down before you speak. But I feel like someone is pushing you or triggering you because they really want you to. It says TikTok, deadline, procrastination, and too busy. So this could be someone who just feels like you're not even trying. Like you're putting other things ahead of that. Like you have the time to communicate with them, but you're choosing not to. And this person may feel like you're reflecting them, but that's not really your truth. You do have the time to. You're just choosing not to do something. Whereas this person may really be offering as much as they really can. Okay. Spiritually woke. Yeah, someone's asleep. Someone's asleep. They feel like you're holding back from them on purpose, but that's probably because they hold back from you on purpose. They hold back from you on purpose. So this is what they're seeing. Someone's going to make a decision, though, that changes this and changes the whole dynamic of this. So this situation looks like it's kind of like stale. It's the same old thing. It's boring, or it's kind of sad and depressing. But I feel like whatever the situation is with one person or the other thing, or maybe even both, it's about to turn around. You have turned up in the Ace of Wands. So that's brand new energy. And I think it's going to happen after an awakening. Someone is going to make a decision. It kind of feels like the only decision that they can make, given the circumstances with the Judgment card. And they're actually going to take action physically on this. And this is going to bring in new energy. It not only should like awaken you, but it could maybe even snap you out of these emotions that you don't really want to be in. It could also be clarity. It could be the emotional clarity that you're looking for. But you have new energy coming your way. So if there's a stagnant or stale situation here that you feel like you've been chained to, and it's all because someone refuses to speak to you, excuse me, or someone refuses to speak up, but that's about to change. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. That's the reading. I will see you all in the next live. Bye.